Hey everyone! So it has been absolutely forever since I've updated this, so I will finally update and try to consistently update, though I probably won't again. Okay, so the last time I updated this was it New Year's? I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was a really long time ago. Okay, so since then, I finished my first semester at KO, amazingly. And finals were actually kind of decent. They weren't super ridiculous like Berkeley finals. So those went rather nicely, but I don't know what my grades are yet. And then pretty much like right after school got out, I went to Korea with two of my friends, and it was an awesome, awesome time. And I got to go to a Big Bang concert, and I went shopping in Myeongdong like 3 times, and I bought a ton of Idol stuff, and I met Junsu's dad from DBSK. Um, we randomly found Yuchun's mom's gelato shop, so we went there. We went to Seoul Tower, we went to Lotte World, we went pretty much everywhere, and it was awesome. And then on the last day, I realized that I couldn't find my passport. And that turned into a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, so pretty much, I guess the first day that I got to Korea, somehow my passport disappeared because I had thought it was in the room the entire time, in my bag. And the last day, checking through my bag, couldn't find it. Called the guest house, they didn't have it. So yeah, I must have lost it on the way from the airport to the guest house, which is a little ridiculous. So yeah, my passport was gone. So missed my flight. One of my friends stayed behind with me because she had a credit card and I didn't. So I had to go get a new passport at the embassy. I had to book a new flight. We had to stay in Korea one more night, and I ended up back in Japan a day late. But it all worked out pretty much, except I had to pay an extra like $350 because I had to pay for my new passport, pay for a new flight, pay for another night in Seoul. And yeah, after that, I realized I couldn't afford to go to Hong Kong anymore. I was supposed to go to Hong Kong. Well, I would have been in Hong Kong right now, actually. But yeah, I couldn't afford to go to Hong Kong anymore, but my flight was non refundable. So I lost $400 on a flight that I couldn't use because I literally would not have been able to pay for hotel and food because I had to pay that extra money for the passport business. So pretty much then my plans freed up for the rest of February because I realized I have like nothing to do. So I've met with a lot more students for tutoring right now. Besides the people that I tutored before, last week I tutored a 2-year-old, except it's not really tutoring, it's more like babysitting. You just talk to them in English and whatnot, and she's kind of adorable. But the first time she met me, the first time she met me was the only time I've met her, but as soon as she saw me, like, she started crying and, like, freaking out. Well, not freaking out, but whatever. I think it's because I'm tall and, like, the height difference kind of scared her and stuff like that. And, but then we played around in her house a little bit, and she showed me, like, photo albums, and then we became friends, and then we, skipped hand in hand back to the station. So it's all good. And I also met with a 5-year-old on Sunday, but unfortunately that's not going to work out because they don't like the fact that I'm leaving in 6 months and they wanted to have like a long-term tutor. So unfortunately, even though that went pretty well, I can't take that job. I also met up with an older lady last week too, and I'm supposed to meet her again tomorrow. And yeah, this week I think I have about 4 tutoring jobs, 2 with new students and 2 with students that I met last week. And yeah, so I'm trying to just pretty much make back the money that I lost by booking that flight to Hong Kong that didn't work out. And trying to replenish my savings because I don't know, maybe sometime in the future I will want to do some more traveling. I kind of want to go to Okinawa before I leave, but that may or may not happen. And if it happens that one of my favorite bands has a tour in Korea, I might want to go back. I mean, not stay for like a week, but just like a weekend. Like, I know my way around now. I know what it's like, and I know how much everything costs and stuff like that, so I can budget. And yeah, the only reason, I mean, if it hadn't been for the passport thing, the entire trip to Korea, which was like a week long, would have only cost me about 700 bucks, including airfare, accommodations, traveling, shopping, food, which is really good, surprisingly. But then the passport thing happened. But yeah, so let's see what else is going on. I also started like a shopping service business where pretty much people just request like items that they're looking for or want, and I just go find them. And I don't get a large amount of like profit from it really, but I mean, it gives me something to do. I get to go shopping all day. I mean, sure, I'm shopping for other people, but at least I'm spending money, and it feels like I'm spending my own money, but really I'm spending money that I'm going to get paid back from them. So it's pretty good. Because, you know, it satisfies my urge to like buy stuff, but I'm not actually buying for myself. And I really like buying stuff for other people. So it kind of all works out for me. So yeah, I've been doing that. But the thing is, like, I've been using what's left of my savings, which was like $400, to pay for everyone's goods. And then I'm gonna go back to America. They're gonna pay me through PayPal. I'm gonna move it to my American bank, take out all the money, bring it back to Japan, and you know, change it back into Japanese yen. But yeah, I got all the conversion rates all figured out and everything like that. But thing is, then my dad calls me a couple nights or a couple days ago and is like, "Oh, so apparently we were supposed to book your return flight to America because I had a open-ended flight." He's like, "Yeah, apparently we were supposed to book that like 3 months ahead of time," and I was like, shit, because it's like a month before I'm supposed to go home. So pretty much I got waitlisted for my flight home, and they're not gonna tell us. Well, I mean, they may not tell us until like the day before I'm supposed to fly home if I actually can get on the flight, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. So pretty much. Oh, and my dad tells me this after I've already booked my flight from Long Beach to SF. That's supposed to happen the day after I get back to America. Thanks, Dad. So I pretty much emailed my mom and I was just like, please just figure it out because there's nothing I can do. Like, there's literally nothing I can do. I don't have a credit card. I can't book it. I don't have enough cash. I can't book anything. Like, the travel agencies from here trying to do a one-way or like it would be ridiculous. So yeah, I was just like, just figure it out for me because I need to go home and like see people, and B, I need to go home and get all my money back from this shopping service thing because literally I will have no money if I do not go back and sell these things that I bought for people. Yeah. And yeah, so that's pretty much been my life for the last couple weeks. I haven't really been socializing very much because people are either back in America, visiting family and friends and stuff, or people are traveling. Like, I was supposed to be in Hong Kong right now, so some of my friends are in Hong Kong, some of my friends are back at home, so there aren't too many people to hang out with at the moment, so pretty much I'm just focusing on making money. And I'm also doing a pet sitting job starting from tomorrow. So I'm moving into this really bomb house in Ebisu for like 3 days, 4 days, yeah. And that should be pretty fun. And I'm taking care of 3 dogs, and they're adorable. And it's a really nice house, and it has a really nice like surround sound TV system, wireless internet, and an oven, which is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I also have 4 tutoring jobs in the next 3 days. And this weekend, I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, that's that's the gist of it, honestly. But yeah, I'll try and take another vlog again from this new cool house that I'm staying at, and yeah, that's about it.